then. And nudge, nudge. Perfect. And then... Load. Hadriex, of course. Of course. Alright, we are all charged up and ready for another adventure. I did not recharge the milk. I just realized I forgot to recharge things. Give me a second. It's down to 42. We'll have to watch that. I also didn't test the mana stone. I don't even remember who's got it. Oh, well, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, no big deal. Probably. We'll see how things go. How much mana could I possibly need in this next area? Hopefully not as much as we needed in that crypt. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is paste a link to Discord. Second thing I'm going to do... I think we're going to find the fog first, and then we're going to read the map. So the fog was this way. If we just go a bunch this way, we'll, and then we turn, we should run into it. Oh, crap. Right. And I was like, I reminded myself to do this, and I still forgot to do it. Because I always do. Of course I always do. Hey there, Crazy. Hey, you're back. How's it going? There we go. Shotgun. That's how you deal with an ornery, uppity bird. Ah. Glad to hear it. Ah. This has been quite the experience, this game. I must like it a lot, because I keep thinking I should play more Wizardry games after this one. Alright, the fog was... if we keep going down this path, eventually... I'm a little concerned that my armor is too heavy. Because some of my characters are overburdened and they're not carrying a whole lot aside from their armor. One of these days I need to think about all these other items. Take a few things off from her. Can I get that under 180? Perhaps? No, still at the 32 out of 180. She's got to gain more strength. Badly. She's rolled pretty poorly for 12 levels to only get to a 12 on strength. Oh well. And you're the other one I'm concerned about. I suppose as you're using up your shot, you're getting lighter. But yeah, these guys, they need to gain some levels. They need some stat points. Hey there, Wings! Hey guys, look, a chance to level up. Only 5, never mind. It's not a chance for much of anything in that case. I'm not even going to break out the magic for this. It is unworthy of my spells. I wonder if there's going to be much stronger fish behind the fog wall. Because the game won't have a lot of places left to put water encounters, will it? I can't think of any place else in the world we could go after we deal with the island and whatever's behind the fog. Like, there's a flying city somewhere. Okay, that could turn out... You know, this is... Wait a minute. This is a sci-fi game. They could drop me on another planet at any moment. Okay, hold on. Maybe, maybe there could be a whole lot more. I don't know. Jeez. Alright, let me see. Blades usually solve these things. Blades are a good answer. Alright, guys, there you go. You got this. About weapon attacks? Also, hey, Parbs. What did you learn? I think speed might be the most important stat, honestly, for melee fighters. Actually, speed's a pretty important stat for spellcasters as well. You want to go first, badly, in this game. Okay. Now all I gotta do is unpoison Snyder there. That's gotta be more than enough. There you go, Snide. Yeah, he's feeling better already. He's still a little paralyzed, but nothing a nice relaxing boat ride can't fix. I can't use the map while he's paralyzed. Well, it's probably not important. The different attacks change your weapon and damage. Yeah, I've been using melee whenever possible. That was one of the things the Four Swords one did. It was in the manual. It was the least accurate, but the highest damage. And I can never find other weapons with that option. The only other one I've ever found is this axe, which is one of the main reasons why I'm actually using it, although I'm still not sure. It might be better off just punching more times. Punching more times is pretty good, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I tend to use kick a lot over punch when I bother to remember. Some fights I don't care, but yeah. But the melee is like significantly better than any other thing you could do that I saw, so I kept expecting I'd find a bunch of weapons with the melee option, but I never did. It's super rare. I should name this ship the Minnow. We're just out on a 3-hour tour. Nothing to worry about. A good auspicious name, the Minnow. Endgame stuff. Yeah, I believe it. Considering. Come on, guys. You need to level up. Okay, hold on. Where are we exactly? Schneider! Maps! Man, I kind of want to just wander the seas and explore all the islands. But I have this sneaking suspicion that there's not going to be much of anything on any of them. There should be. If we ever do get struck by lightning or win all the lotteries and can buy the rights to remake the Wizardry series, I would totally put crap on all the islands. Lots of little interesting things. Nothing to do with the main quest, just stuff to find. How could you not? How could you not? Wait, these are just night rooks. Well, just hit them with whatever. Oh, I need to reload again. I also think that if your gun isn't loaded, pushing fight should reload it. Either that or affix a bayonet to the thing. Either way, it should do something. Alright, reloaded. Okay, where are we in relation to the fog? Is it over there? I'm not sure. It's either going to be in this corner or I'm going to need to, because we found it somewhere. No, I think I need to keep going around. I think we need to keep going around and around. Is the fog even marked on his map? Probably isn't. I don't remember where we exactly found it, just that we were... Oh no! I came back to the start? How did I... What? Oh. Oh no. How did I loop back to the beginning? Well, that's stupid. Alright, if we trace around the edges, we'll eventually find the fog. Eventually. Inevitably. This is fine. Bash is quite good if the weapon has high strength. But the only person who has Bash is, the guy with the stick. But yeah, I do tend to use Bash more. And kick more, but yeah. I might have to get serious about actually tracing the wall if I don't find it this time. I don't know how I got spun around. I should turn on my compass. Let's do that. Let's turn the compass on. I mean, at least the XP is pretty great. Unfortunately, the gap between level ups at this point is considerably greater. Alright. Oh, wait. Okay, there it is. Found it. Okay, I knew where it was all along. I was never having any difficulty finding the fog. Alright. Now, what is on the other side of this wall? Yeah, the sword was really strong. I'm still not sure whether or not he's better using the two swords. I still don't know. Alright, well, this is a lot of piranha. I think I will cook them. Microwave the fish. That should clear some of them. Yeah. Some of them are underwater when it hits them, so it doesn't quite catch them all, but that's where Anton comes in. And just like that. 21,000 EXP. Ah, a level! Speed, yes. Oh, what a wonderful level you gained. Speed and strength. You... Oh, Snyder? You're gonna master every single skill point in the game? I think you're the only one who's gonna pull that off, too. That is impressive. Alright. Alright. Before we do this... I think it's this one. No. Maybe it's serpent? I bet it's serpent. The serpent winds and coils, so shall your journey. Ascend the mighty towers. Sail endlessly within clouds of confusion. And without enlightenment. What does that mean? Thus may one engage the mists of darkness and glimpse the light and recognize the harbor of his twinning purpose. So when I'm in the fog, I'm not going to be able to see anything. This doesn't mean anything again. Well, I will try my best to use compass and map. And we shall see. Heh. Get everyone up to level 20. I mean, I've got 0 people up to it. God, I hate this. I hate this already. And I'm only 1 tile in. Schneider, you tell me your map is working. Ah, his map is working. That's good. I can even have a special fog tile. The ship glances off a shallow weak, heaving everyone to the deck. Oh, you're kidding me. That wouldn't hurt us. We're made of sterner stuff. Don't tell me a bumpy ride on the boat would have killed lower-level characters. Alright, let's see what's going on. The sea butts up against the barren cliffs of the Dragon Mountains, a treacherous cove with no safe harbor. It did mention a harbor in the map. Are we gonna climb up the mountain? Like hop out the boat? In the darkness, you can see a distant lantern, but whether to warn sailors of deadly reefs or lure them upon them, you cannot tell. Uh-huh. Okay. Near the shining light, you see that isn't a lantern at all, but a hunk of glowing phosphor embedded into the face of the cliff. Invisible by day, the phosphor radiates brightly in the dark of the midnight sky. Well, take it. Take the phosphorescent rock. Hold on. Maybe I have an item I can use on this? Let's see. The Coil of the Serpent, the Elysian Divinity. We've got a few things we can try. We're looking for the Serpent, so... Oh. Maybe if I faced this way? Oh! After waving the Serpentine staff for a while, you feel a bit Oh. Well, it did something. It reacted. That means something. That means something. We got a reaction. Didn't summon a bunch of flying people to help me. You got anything? The stick reacted. Very interesting. We might not have any other things. We're going to read the instructions again. Yeah, all my items of interest are on Bez right now. Alright, let's look at it again. Serpent winds and coils. Ascend its mighty towers. We're up to mountains, and we're waving the serpent thing. Endlessly within clouds of confusion. Engage the darkness, glimpse the light, recognize harbor of his twinning purpose. One may engage the mists of life. Twinning destiny. Twinning. Am I supposed to merge the stick with something? I wonder what it could all mean. I don't want to equip a cursed item again. It's annoying. Yeah, I can try equipping it. That's probably what it's gonna need to be. It did react. The riddles all basically say go here to the light. I'm curious about the twin purposes thing. I can't think of anything I could combine the staff with. I could put the banner on it and make it a flag, but that wouldn't make any sense in this context. Alright, Bez. Let's find out. Equip the cursed item. Alright, it's equipped. Back up, forward. Usually plays the thing over and over again. Not this spot, though. Nope, that doesn't do it. We're missing something. But what? It's worth a try. What are we missing? Maybe it's got to be at night? Hold on a second. Or during the day? Okay. We'll try during the night next. If that doesn't work, we'll go through the other things again. Twinning purpose. What could be our twinning purpose? Okay, this staff is killing him. Equipping the staff means his hit points are constantly draining. Yeah. Alright, it's fully dark. Taking the circumstances off, holding it in front of the glowing rock, you discover the phosphor chunk is not here by nature, but by design. It opened a door. Yeah. We're gonna take this cursed thing off soon. Might as well test it since we've gone and done this. Let's see. I bet this is going to require a high order of remove curse. Okay, he has been uncursed, but I'll go ahead and take a few swings with it. It's going to continue eating his HP, I'm sure. I'm just glad I didn't have to go through a huge maze in the fog. Murky waters ahead. You hear an eerie cry. Okay, I hear the cry of a wild Pokemon. Got it. Drawing near, you discern the figure of a woman bathing. It's the siren of some kind. She sings a haunting chant against the sound of the rushing waves, enticing and beautiful. No one notices you drifting until Brahma Badag has arrived. Okay. Brombadeg. Alright, it's a kraken anglerfish siren snail. You're no match for my motorboat. Alright, guys, here's the plan. This looks tough. Each of you are going to power up. And hope that this thing doesn't wreck our shit with a terrible status effect before we get properly started. Oh, I bet I didn't remember to reload. Oh well. Alright, everyone, power up! Oh, wow, 85. Oh my gosh, that hits really hard. Okay. Go ahead, give him some bonks, give him some chops, give him some kicks. Why don't you take a moment to create life at the highest level? We're going to take this fight seriously. I'm going to put up a magic screen. That would be a good idea. Good work, Bez. Oh yeah, we're hitting every swing. We're doing tons of damage. Yeah, we're making tons of attacks. We're dishing the damage out. And this thing's got a stinger, too? As if absolutely monumental damage wasn't bad enough. Alright. Next up. Armor plating on the party. Let's get Enchanted Blade on the party. Yeah, there we go. Buffs! More buffs! Oh! I was already planning my next moves? I was figuring I was going to bring in clouds and all kinds of stuff, but... oh, well, it was worth a lot of XP. Oh, what a good Bez level. Great job. Nice. I guess here's the blood-filled water. The Leviathan carcass slips back to the depths, a gruesome end to the monster's legend. There'll be no trophy to adorn any mariner's walls, and perhaps this too is how it should be. After all, real myths are hard to come by. No, we should bring back the shell to the one guy. He'd love it. Wow, we didn't get anything for killing it either. Wait. Let's search. Darn. I had hoped. How interesting. Little nooks here. Anything in it? I mean, we're still partially buffed from the battle, so... might as well capitalize on it. I should heal you after you got grabbed by that tentacle and it did a ton of damage. Ah, crud. Well, I know what to do about these. Fumigation. That didn't do enough. I didn't fumigate hard enough. Oops. Now I'm going to suffer for it. Alright, reloaded. There. I don't even remember where I found this coiling stick from. Or how I was ever supposed to guess that the coiling stick was for a quest item. Nothing. Okay. Oh, where does this path go? Lizard puppies! I've played Elden Ring. I know a dog when I see one. I'm afraid to rest while I'm holding the poison stick. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna have to remember where I parked my boat. I could equip Snide with the Dragon Slayer, but I'd have to give some kind of staff to Anton. I could pass this staff over there, but then Hadriex wouldn't have any way to hit from the back row. I need ranged weapons. Gotta step on every tile. There's supposed to be a key here somewhere, or so I've been told. Oh, one eerie moth survived somehow. Two eerie moths. Well, they won't survive it much longer. That poison is wearing him down. But he's getting the exhilaration of getting to use a different weapon type. I'm sure that's worth something, right? No? Let's let him have his fun. Oh, that did not hit hard enough. Oops, well, we're gonna be punished this round. gonna switch the, I'm gonna go back to the Bushido blade. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Bushido blade. There we go. Alright, here. I'm gonna put the 2 cursed weapons down. Alright, another dead end. This whole area might have just been one big dead end. One more path. Then it's back to the boat. Oh. Take those out, would ya? We'll deal with the crows next round. That's fine. Crush them! Yeah. Crush them! You guys got this. There we go. Snacks. I'm honestly surprised you're struggling to bring down these birds. Come on, guys. This isn't your first time dancing with birds. There we go. Oh shit. They were kind of resistant to psychic, but not immune, right? Probably immune to that. How were they against ice again? I think fire didn't work at all, though. But shrill sound should hurt them. I think I remember shrill sound working. It's a bit low level, but... Yeah, they're pretty resistant to pretty much everything, if I remember right. But yeah, shrill sound works perfectly. It's just too low level to do enough damage. No, they're even resisting that. I should use fire shield. Alright, team. Here's the plan. You can try blades. I bet you if we do enough of this, eventually they'll go down. I really should use a fire shield, but I'm just going to try to blast them down. Yeah, because we've already damaged them quite a bit. Blades did work. Kinda. How can you put a skill like firearms in the game and then really only offer 2 firearms? There's gotta be a special super laser gun somewhere. There must be. Ooh, Drybar got a good level. Alright. Yeah, he's been starting to make up. Oh. We found something. Let's see if Nock will get away with it. Doggone it. A bow? Helmets, armor, a stick. Alright. Alright, let's look through our loot. Well, we can always sell it. I actually need to sell a few things. Oh, what about this? Alright, well that's junk. Hopefully something else in this collection will be worth having. Two-handed Crusader's Axe +1, that's what she's already using, so... not much use for that. Question arrows. Question bow. Great bow, okay. Samurai can use bow. Wait, is that monk is allowed to use the bow? And ninja? Okay, hold on a second. We can use this bow. How great is it? I wish I'd get the damage stats just by a saying. I'll continue using the musket for the moment. Oh. Stave of Silence. How good is that? That's a huge upgrade over the Helman Coif. I think this can safely be disposed of as well. Maybe I should be giving it to her, since she's frontline and you're kind of hanging out in the back. You know what? I've given her all the best stuff. Why don't you get to have at least one nice thing? Yeah. Yeah, you can have one nice thing. That's fine. Oh, catch you later, Wings. If I had something to regen, yeah, but I never found anything that regens yet. Well, a decent haul. Mostly on account of the helmet being good. But the bow might be useful as well. I might actually end up giving the bow to Anton and moving Snyder up with the Dragon Slayer. I'll have to go retrieve the rest of my arrows before I do that, of course. What other treasures may be lying in this cave of secrets? Couple mid-range blasts on it to clear these out. Knocked a few out. Ah! Oh! Level 20 achieved! Hey, we've undone the damage from the, death. Back to 18. Although in all likelihood a different stat would have gone up if... Oh well, whatever, it's fine. His stats are plenty good. Got any more treasures? Oh! Those have worn off. That is some persistent nausea. Yeah, you're missing a third of your health. Ah, there we go. Moths. Fumigate them. Mind flay them. One of the two ought to do it. Hey there, Winkler. Paralyzed, nauseous. Lots of status effects in this cave. Oh. Raynor is in StarCraft 2? I'm afraid I don't know where that is. The Alaskan school system doesn't do great on the geography. I'm afeared. Though to be fair, I'm not even able to name all 50 states of the US, so... I don't think I've ever heard of Zobes. It sounds like an alien planet. Huh? What? Diamond ring? Ankh of healing? Oh, you're looking up regeneration items. Oh. There was a couple of items I was offered when I chose the Sword of Four Winds that had regen. I was sorely tempted to take one of them, but I let chat talk me out of it. But the sword was really freaking good. Like, really good. One of the most interesting weapons I've ever seen in a game in some ways. Yeah, it's a good sword. Well, you won't find any critics or haters around here. Just old DOS game enjoyers. We should camp out and see if these stats effects will go away. Why am I talking on Twitter? When was the last time I posted on Twitter? I never really got into Twitter. Never really understood how it was supposed to work. Nope. Never heard of you before. I don't speak German either. I'm afeard you got the wrong YouTuber. Yeah, I need some good reach weapons. I don't have any decent reach weapons right now. I am Hadriex. I don't talk about other YouTubers. I'm always very reluctant to say anything about any of them. And, well, I don't watch German YouTubers because I don't speak German. So, yeah. Nope. Now I'm starting to think you're just making stuff up, man. Ah. Oh, wait, no. I think this guy needs to reload. They are very rare. Yeah. You never see those in the wild. Just could go that way, so many directions. My mental map is breaking down. I can't hold this much in my head again. Too many directions, too many paths offered to me. Okay, that makes a lot more sense looking at it like this. Okay, now I understand better what I'm looking. Cave in! Oh no! Oh, shit! Oh! I don't, oh, okay, well, I can't go that way. Yeah, I heard there was a PlayStation version of it, which is cool. Yeah, there's an absurd amount of ports of all the Wizardry games. Except maybe 8. I don't know if 8 got any ports. Alright, I think I'm gonna throw an ice ball at you lot. Oh. An alternate save in case it has... Oh, there can be a soft block? Oh, uh-oh. Alright, yeah. It's been a while since I saved on a second slot. Let's do that immediately. Alright, let's see. Back up! Okay. Just in case. Thank you for the warning. I appreciate that. You're guessing? Oh. There are... with old games like this, it's a genuine fear, and anytime chat says, hey, there might... you need to make an extra save, I immediately go, yes! Yes, sir, right away! The last thing I want is to get a lost, unwinnable game. Alright. Not the most exciting cave we've been in, but there's gotta be more treasure in here. Will I even be able to find my way back to my boat? Good grief! Let me see. Ah, here we go. Remove? Hide? Shouldn't there be a silence button? Ah, that'll good enough. I'll just state bluntly, I never doxed no one, not ever in my life. I have no beef with anyone, not anyone on the internet. Never heard of you, don't know your channel, and don't care for the trolling. And go troll somebody else. Ah. Yes. Now, back to the hunt for loot. Oh, hey! Strength. You need strength. I mean, int is good too, but strength! You have failed! This is the highest level she's ever been now. She just gained a whole whack of hit points. Oh my gosh, this cave. I don't know, man. As far as caves go, I think I'm gonna have to give this place a pretty bad Yelp review. touch of stink. And that should clear him right up. Yep, the service was terrible. We had to walk all over the place waiting to be served our loot. And, your place has an infestation of lizards and birds and other things that have become boring to fight. Give us something new, something interesting. I saw a dinosaur once. You could have filled this cave with dinosaurs. I wouldn't have complained. I mean, okay, the dinosaur wasn't your best sprite work, but it would have been still more interesting. These things are doing a lot of damage. I did not manage to knock them out. Alright, let's go double Mind Flay. That'll definitely take them out, right? That's gotta be good enough. Okay. 2 Mind Flay. Oh, one of them fizzled! Ah. One of my Mind Flays fizzled. As we get higher level, that'll stop happening, right? I hope. Fizzle sticks indeed. Burning through all of our MP. That's okay though. This place, despite the cave-ins and other unpleasant effects, it's nothing compared to that crypt. It's a walk in the park compared to the crypt. I'm not even sure what I'm expecting to find in this cave. Something to help with the crypt and the sun pillar or something. Yeah. When I finally meet the ladies on the flying mounts, that's probably going to be where it gets real hard. That's probably where it's going to get real hard. The crypt was pretty nasty, actually. That really chewed my characters up quick. Wagons? Nope. Birds. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Mind Flay the birds. I think he needs to reload again. Yeah, I know. Then they're all in caves, underground for some reason. Cave birds everywhere. But yeah, this is the only game I've ever played where I really, really wish there was palette swapping. Usually I'm like, oh, palette swapped enemies with different stats. How lazy of the developers. But it never occurred to me there'd be a developer who wouldn't even palette swap. It's like, come on. If you at least palette swapped all your sprites, I could tell how strong an enemy is by what color is on them. You could give the birds different plumages. It's not like it would have cost you anything. You could have just opened up Photoshop and just dyed the birds different colors. Oh man, it's another dead end. Yeah, I really wish this game had more art assets in general. Okay. Oh hey, Dragonessa! Are you supposed to have been my first encounter with a Dragonessa? Well, sadly, I've already encountered your kind. And in groups. But I'll still treat you seriously. Why not? What's wrong with a 10-disc game? That didn't stop other developers. Man. I got you with a crush and all of that, and you're still on your feet? What are you? It's only annoying when they constantly make you change discs. It's okay as long as you download the game completely and you put the discs in the box and don't look at them again. I only have an issue when they constantly ask you to change discs. That was the most annoying thing about Baldur's Gate, was you were constantly like, well, pull out disc 3 now. Okay, now you need disc 6. Alright, I'm gonna get out disc 6. Uh-oh. Okay, bad. Sleepy time attack. Oh, and they're bad. Crud. I don't want to deal with you. I never found a good way to deal with you. I need a spell that just wakes everyone up. I don't think Mind Flay even worked on you. No, I think it partially worked. I think. Alright. At least our armor's working pretty good. Ah, okay, well that got rid of some of them. Alright, let's finish off these last couple. Man, I hope we find a good spear in this cave. I want a really good spear. A really good ninja spear would be great. A really good Valkyrie-only spear, you know what, I could work with that too. I could put her on the back row. At this point, it would work out. What a curious thing to find here. A ladder! Well, I haven't finished exploring the cave, but... Emerging from the dark caves, you're shocked to discover an entire city built upon the mountain plateau. But it's no ordinary space, like a palace made from sparkling jewels that an enigmatic glimmer, which mirrors the light, as if reflected from 1,000 suns in the air. Scarlet angels. Oh, this is the city in the sky! We found it! On chariots of steel and fire, your feet lies on a glistening plaque. I kind of thought I'd have to fly up and No, you can use the same palette as everywhere else? Oh, come on. I do want to finish exploring the cave before my mental map degrades as I wander a new area. I should finish exploring the cave. But we need to remember where this is. Okay? Oh, if I'm unable to find this location again, I'm going to hate myself. But I gotta finish the cave. Because I just know there's gonna be more treasure down here. There's gotta be. Yeah, I thought I was going to use that I thought I was going to fly up and find an actual, like, sci-fi city flying in the air somewhere. Hold on a second. Alright, we need to mark our passage here. So, first... I'm going to put a hat here. Okay, that marks this junction to make it easier to find our way. Okay. Which paths have we not gone down? We'll eventually get back to our boat. And there'll be more of the cave to explore that way as well. Yeah, maybe we did a better job exploring this cave than I thought. Oh, did this lead to... Okay, did these just connect? No, this is a Oh. Okay. Well, this game's been good to us. We haven't died even once. We've leveled up a bit, and we found a nifty hat. I have a feeling that going forward, the dungeons are going to be filled with monsters that insta-kill me and stuff. Or petrify. So maybe I should appreciate this cave a little longer. I miss leveling up every fight. I may have gotten addicted to that. Just a little bit. I wish there had been more Terang and Umpani stuff. I'm still kind of bummed out that the Umpani ran away after one little airstrike or whatever happened. I thought they'd have more stubbornness than that. I've been in a snacky mood lately when streaming. Okay, we're getting close to the water again. Now, let's continue exploring the water and the other paths. Did I make enemies with any of them? I stayed peaceful with everyone and didn't pick fights with any NPCs until finally I went through the bug people's underground passage and blew up all their eggs and killed their queen. But I mean, other than that, I'm on pretty good terms with them. I'm sure that they can let a little indiscretion or two by. They probably wouldn't even hold a grudge in the next game. Well, not a huge grudge. Well, maybe something a little bribery could fix. You know. I could not imagine getting through this game without some kind of walkthrough or help. Some of the puzzles are just too fiendish. Yeah, if I were remaking it, I'd leave all the original solutions, but I'd probably add, for a bunch of things, alternate things you could do that would also advance you. Hey, John, how's it going? Alright, let's see. I feel a pretty good chance of finding loot somewhere in this sector of the cave. Once again, too many branching paths. Make my brain go ouch. I'm doing pretty good. I sure hope I'm saying loot. I want some. He probably needs to reload again. And if any of the balloons are still floating, you can poke them with your spike on a stick there. But I think the blades will take them down. Perfect. Oh, another dead end. And why exactly do the flying people have this crazy cave that leads to their home? I mean, these kind of creatures must be bubbling out of the cave into their city all the time. I still can't believe that's where the City of the Sky is. It was just on a mountain all along? That's not a city in the sky. That's a city on a mountain. Completely different thing. False advertising. when I get on with my travel agent, I'm gonna yell at him about this place. Man. But if they sell me a fancy ray gun, all will be forgiven. Alright, well, I was mistaken. There was nothing in this sector of the cave. I thought for sure there'd be loot. Maybe there's loot over here. It's gotta be somewhere. There couldn't just be one chest in the whole cave. There must be more. Shouldn't there be a point at which we just auto-win these fights? It's two birds. Let's just do what Earthbound does and have the monsters insta-die when I bump them. And they run from me. That's how it should be at this point. No? Alright. You're different from the others. I don't trust you, but I'm not gonna waste mana on you. Now, how are you gonna make me regret that decision? What is the... It's a mountain thrax. Okay, that's not so bad. I was worried it was going to hit me with a mind flay or something really bad. I always expect these things to hit me with psionics because of that one in Dane Tower. On the other hand, this thing is way too durable. And not worth much. Give him some bonks. Wait, were rock lizards able to insta-kill me? I think there was a type of lizard that could insta-kill me, but I can't remember what variety exactly. I'll give it a kicker of ice. I should use Sonic Blast on the lizards next time instead. Man, the XP here has become really lousy. Oh, that wasn't a request. You can, Alright, God, these guys resist everything a little. Well, you can try. Nothing is perfectly effective against you. I don't think I've ever tried noxious fumes. That might work on them. Maybe. Let's try hitting them with lifesteal. That's a great idea. You know what? If it works, we get healed, and they take a crap ton of damage. If it doesn't, well then I wasted a ton of MP very badly. But I'm willing to give it a few shots. Let's see what happens. One of them was made nauseous. Oh, whoa, got... Lifesteal killed one. Killed two! Miss. Miss. About 50-50. Alright. Well, actually that is good. 50-50 on the lifesteal. That is good. Treasure! Deep in the dragon's lair, you discover the bones of an ill-fated venture. A grisly skeleton crew. Spying a great chest at the rear of the cavern, you wonder if this could have been a band of pirates burying their treasure. Little suspecting their secret hideaway was already occupied by a fire-breathing tenant. You consider momentarily the tales of dying pirates who curse their booty with their last dying breath. But then think better, as such stories are usually the kinds of tales meant for children in midnight campfires. The bones look harmless enough. Just to be sure, you take a casual stroll around the cavern, stepping on any pirate skull that happens to be lying about, crushing them beneath the grating heel of your boot. There, that should take care of any old pirate's curse. While we're at it, why don't we build our new base on an Indial burial ground and see if we can offend some fortune tellers? Alright, team. Doot. Yeah, we're not going to try and knock on this one. I know better. Okay. For once, we disarmed a trap. Amazing. Alright, let's see what we got. A shield, that's promising. Alright, let's start with the wand. Is it crap? It is crap. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's see. So... Schneider, you have a pile of interesting stuff suddenly. And that's not one of the interesting items. Nor is that. Nor is that. Okay. Valkyrie Lord Samurai. Valkyrie Lord Samurai. Valkyrie Lord Samurai. Alright, let's see. Nope, still inferior. Drop them. Wow, the dragon treasure was crap. Garbage. All the way around. Wow. Well, that was maybe the most disappointing treasure haul. We fought a dragon for that. What? What did you detect? There's There's something here. Okay, it would have to be this wall here. What did you detect, Anton? Oh. I'm not finding anything! A switch? Did it open up that over there, or what did it just open up? Something well hidden. Perhaps we'll find something a bit more interesting than a round shield this time. Okay, not this way. See, I haven't been down this path yet. Just punch that way. I'm gonna go this way first. I'm gonna go check down a hallway that might be... more cave thraxes. You lot are annoying. But that's okay. I've got a ton of ice. Or, you know, we could just crit our way out of the situation. That works for me, too. Okay. Okay, somewhere around here. This way. Was this path there before? Or did the switch open it? Well, it's not well guarded, whatever it is. Well, that gave him a little more carrying capacity, I guess. Alright. This is all virgin territory? So it would seem. And right next to the path up to the city, too. Not that we have any way to cleave through the walls. Oh, that's... How strong is a green dragon? Let's pull out all the stops. Deadly air, max. Fire shield. Of the highest caliber. A maxed out mind, or almost maxed out mind flay. Maybe I should, I have several things I want to cast, but we'll throw another deadly air at them. Another mind flay at them. I know this stuff's going to be very hit and miss, but we're going to try to take them out in one round before they can do too much nastiness to me. Let's see. Fizzle 1. Oh, green dragons are really, really weak. They're weaker than the younglings. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, I was very wasteful. I panicked. Though the stories the dragons fancy for treasure are legend, you discover there is apparent truth in the tale. Weighty chests appear to litter the cavern, all hoarded together for you by some tight-wadded, hot-breath lizard. Multiple chests. Wow. Knock, knock. Doggone it. Alright, let's go through the first chest. I don't have high hopes for this stuff. Maidenhead? Valkyrie, Lord, Bard? That was gonna be pitched. This seems unlikely, but... Charm? 1 to 16. That's not the worst. Not good enough, but not the worst. Alright, pitch those. I mean, that one's kind of super valuable for earlier. Not as important for us at this point. Amulet of Spiders! What does the Amulet of Spiders do? Here you go, Drowbard. You'll love this thing. I don't know what it does, but it's exactly your kind of thing. Alright, fine. We'll try... Divine Trap. Okay. I see. This is ridiculous. Oh, is that a musical instrument? And an Ankh. Oh, these look interesting. Alright, let's start with... I wonder what the hell that does. Ooh, that's a good one. If that's deadly... What? Deadly air... This sounds good. But it's only for elves! Elven... Ninja can equip it. Well, well. Hadriex. Now I want to know what that does. Mantis gloves, 14. Whoa. We found something good here. The Siren's Wail. Oh my gosh, dude, you need this new instrument. Here, can you... Oh my gosh, we're getting loaded up with good stuff, and I want to know what all of it does. What's a bag of tricks do? Are you cursed, you weird claw? Oh, you're hard to identify. No, I bet there's a catch to you. Special power. This requires investigation. I want to know... Regen! Special power? What is it? Ah, boy, guys, we need to... We hit some kind of jackpot here. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, let's start by handing this to our favorite companion. What did it do? Oh, it raised a stat point. Oh, okay, let's watch for that. Oh, yeah, it gave him a speed. How many times can it do that? It's going to be used by a monk, or a ninja, or a samurai. That means you could use it from the back row. Alright, I think we're done with the powder and shot, to be honest. I like it and all, but it's just not working out for you. We're going to switch you to a sword. And this guy will poke from the back row. You're gonna need more arrows than that, man. How many times can I equip this and get a stat point out of it, I wonder? Alright, the copper gloves. How are copper gloves better than a steel gauntlet? That doesn't make sense. Doesn't say anything on the copper gloves. Or the steel gauntlets. Look, that's a -8. Yep, the copper one's a -10. Go figure. Nobody else can equip it. You're the only one still overburdened, and you're not carrying anything other than your armor, because your strength is just low. Well, we got at least one more. I think that was the haul. I don't think we're going to get anything interesting here. Oh. Oh, it's a bad one. Ah! Somebody permanently lost hit points. Was it worth it? There's a key in there, so it was probably, this is probably what we've been looking for this whole time. That looks like a Vorpal sword. Key of the Dragon! Is that what I needed? That might be what I needed. I already have one of these. I'd swear I already have a Raven's Bill. So, somewhere, right? Yes, I did. Alright, what else do we have? Pro Air? Oh, I don't know what you are. Valkyrie and Lord. 6 to 18. To 18. This thing's got a special power too. 6 to 18. Pitch the Dragon Slayer. You're using this now. It's a one-handed blade, meaning you can still use a shield with it. Click that right in. Nice. Yeah, that's a huge upgrade, I think. Did I... Hold on. Double checking to make sure I'm not forgetting any items. We gotta test out that Siren's Wail. Is it an instant death music? Yes, it can melee. Oh, yeah. No. Use the Siren's Wail. It can't be Fear, because we already had a Fear instrument earlier. So what does it do? Is it insta-death? It didn't work on the dragon, whatever it's supposed to do. But we'll get more opportunities. So dragons guarding the final treasure box. This would be exactly where the developers would put a single gold coin. Treat it seriously. A ring, an armor, and a whip. How unusual. We don't see a lot of whips in this game. Alright, anything in here actually usable? Yeah, they've built entire games around collecting loot. Alright, let's see. That sounds like crap. -6? Cat o' Nine Tails! Usable by just about everything. That's not a bards are not allowed to use it. Okay. Everyone else is. I mean, whips are kind of terrifying how much damage they could do. If you don't have any kind of armor. If you're armored, I doubt they can do much. 6 to 18. Is it a reach weapon? Is it a reach weapon? Dangerously low on health. Okay. We have this old spell called Watch Bells. I don't remember where it was. Should have been under mental, right? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. We're back. Did we go? Am I having internet access issues? That's not good. Oh, good. The watch bells... Nope, it didn't work. I don't know. Watch bells never does anything. But this is a good chance to test out the lash. Or not. Alright, let's see. You there. Sane blast him. Okay, he's sane now. Alright, sane blast. Sanity beam locked on. Engage. Oh, actually, they're back to this format. Uh-oh. Looks like the tightwad has come home. Uh-oh. Emerald Dragon. Oh no. Alright. Guys, first up, let's put up that fire shield. Next up, Superman. Our Valkyrie and Lord team. Hey, I haven't cast a spell yet. Oh, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. I thought that was going to be way worse. That new sword is pretty good. Alright, well... Alright, team, show me what you got. Let's see that whip. Oh, 70,000 ain't bad. I don't want to deal with you lot. I just fought an epic battle with a dragon, and now I'm fighting grub. Well, we got the dragon key, and a bunch of really nice equipment. I'm gonna search the rest of this cave anyway. Because there's still a little bit more. But I can probably do that between streams. There might be another chest in here. I would give even odds of there being an additional chest. Because there's still more places we can boat around to. I'll check any side passages on my way back to the boat, but I think we should head up to the city. Called it a tightwad when we were here robbing it. I gotta get used to Snyder being there with the map again. We didn't even level up from slaying the mighty dragon. Out of curiosity, who's got the highest AC in the team? Your hands are very vulnerable because we haven't found anything a samurai can wear, and I know they had gauntlets of some kind. Your feet are relatively unprotected, so your AC is pretty bad. Your AC is not perfect, but it's better. Your AC is the best yet, thank you, shield. Yeah, you look pretty good. Why are the ninjas in a completely different league, AC-wise? Like, this is just absurd. Even his hands that are unarmored are negative 15, which is way better than anything anyone else has going on. You're a monk, you literally have nothing equipped, but you're still a 9. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You guys' AC is absurd. Okay, let's see. Anything down this path? Okay, we fully explored there. Oh, this is a room we haven't searched. Check this out real quick. Between our fancy new sword, I think we can take these down pretty quick. Internet issues now. Are we live again? Are we? Whoa. Anyone? Yeah, I seem to be having massive internet problems. It's definitely on my end. I'm disappointed in the whip. Oh, there we go. It made 3 attacks this time. I was hoping, being a cat of 9 tails, that it would make multiple attacks. Oh, okay, good. I'm starting to see chat. I was pulling out my phone and trying to see if my stream was working at all. Because no one was saying anything, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Alright, cool. Be really nice if my internet connection was stable right now. Just as you say it's stable, boom, back to buffering. At the internet service provider, there's a guy with a switch just laughing. They think their internet's working again. Flip. Uh-oh. That does a lot of damage. Well, guess we're not going down that path now. Okay. Another one? Crap, we're gonna need to heal. Guys, we need to reinforce this cave if we're going to continue exploring it. If we're going to keep crawling into every hole we find, we need to consider maybe, just maybe, factoring in things like where does the air come from, and maybe we shouldn't squeeze through this tiny hole. I could never be a cave explorer, man. Those guys are nuts. Alright, there we go. That ought to do. Alright, so at this point, yeah, we pretty well searched everywhere this way. So, right, there's a little lag when I'm using the boat for moving, so I suddenly have to change the rhythm of my clicking. Okay, there's a whole nother section of the cave over here. I'll explore that between streams. There's a whole nother segment over here, and there might very well be something, because before you fought the boss, you actually had access to that area. But, yeah, we're gonna get out of here. So, those are probably connected. Yeah, I'll search those between streams. There might be something there. Maybe, but I think we found, like, the treasure for this place. Okay, should be right here. Somewhere down these twisting paths will be that ladder. Think, we go from sea level up one ladder, and somehow that's enough for us to end up on top of a mountain to the city in the sky. Somehow. Are we still buffering, or are we good? Hello there, Whitmer. That's good. It seems like my internet settled down. I don't know what was up with that. Well, for a little bit, it seemed to be having serious issues. Once you've cleared an area, it's oh, this is the spot. Once you've cleared an area, it's generally not so bad. The encounter rate dives to like nothing. Alright guys, we're looking for a shop to sell things and to buy things. What? Invisible walls? That's not very nice. Oh, hi, hello. Ohio. May your days be filled with joy. Thanks. Approaching the odd construction of the floating city, it finally becomes apparent the structures are composed of a thick, resilient, transparent material. Like glass, though flexible and supple and tough as steel. Of course. Birds. Of course. Of course. They're everywhere. Peering from outside a glass-encased alcove, you see a luminescent object floating above a small dais. Tubes? Guess where we came from. Oh, these invisible walls are pure ass. Oh, shit. What are you doing here? Who let you guys here? Alright, well. Somebody's got to do something about the savant troopers. They can paralyze. Yeah, throw one of those at them. I'm more worried about that guy, but if a bunch of us get paralyzed, that could be very unfortunate, so make sure you take those guys out. Hit him with the axe. Oh, wait, we crit him. Okay, all problems are solved. Crit solved everything. The crits in this game are just stupid. Oh, they weren't worth a lot. I'm actually a little surprised at just how little they were worth. Hello? Ohio gozaimasu. Yes. You said that already. The Hall of Preservation. Deposit 1 credit. Enter the hall is spacious and empty, with several alcoves emitting a shining aura. It didn't use the credit card, it used the whole credit card. It melted it. It's gone now. Men dressed in robes. Familiar figure with a long white beard and a... Okay, excuse Ang. I didn't do anything. My internet just fixed itself. Inside the chamber hangs a picture of a mammoth starship, as large as 1,000 men stretched arm to arm. A city ship of steel. So do these guys work for the Dark Savant all along? Inside the picture, you gauge upon a picture of something unfathomable. Circular tube of silver white lies nestled among a million stars. It is an image to haunt your dreams. A shimmering glove of sparkling energy lies poised on a pedestal. Cobaltine Power Glove. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Small ringlet circles the hole upon the side of the alcove, perhaps connected to the protective barrier. course not. I never identified this thing. Dragon's teeth. Well, it sounds good. I'll have to look through all my accessories. Oh, crap. Well, I'm sure the locals won't mind a few nuclear blasts in their hall of, in their precious museum. It's probably fine. Yeah, they won't mind this at all. I need another fountain. There. Now, these guys are tough. Yeah, they hit me with nasty ailments. But at this point, they're done. Strength. Why is it never strength? Alright, right. Okay, good. Alright, let's see. Do we have anything else that we could potentially try to plug into this? I don't think so. Nothing that seems likely. No, I don't think so. Okay. You're a little bit low on health. There. That's a tiny bit better. Alright, so... looking for something that can get us a cool glowing glove. A strange pistol! Hey, we recognize pistols now. Phaser pistols! I want it. I bet we're only going to get one key and have to choose a single treasure. A glove sounds good. A pistol sounds amazing. A black handle emitting a beam of spectral light. A light sword. We're definitely going to not get enough keys for all of the treasures. A brilliant shield. Alright, there's a lightsaber, a light shield, a pistol, and a power glove. When we figure out how to get at them. And this is probably the restroom. Probably. Picture of multicolored lights and several odd statue-like creatures made of steel. Robots! Man dressed in brightly colored robes, standing with the women on a rocket sled. So we got somebody's vacation photos. I don't think any of that is going to be relevant. An old trunk in the back of the room appears to be undisturbed for many years. Alright, team. We found something that needs disturbing. Let's cast Disturb. It's gonna be one of those kind of things where we can't open it ourselves, huh? Nothing. The chest was not trapped. What's with the costumes? I've never seen an untrapped chest. I didn't think they made them that way. Alright. Storage key. Valentine necklace. What does this do? Does it cast charm? Special power! Definitely be investigating that stuff later. Studded bra. Well, this is all very cool stuff, but Valkyrie doesn't really use that kind of stuff, so she's got some heavier armor. I guess we can sell it at the shop. Alright, we've got the storage key. Do you think that'll let us open one of the cabinets? Because I don't. But we can try. Oh shit, a helmet, a helmet. I remember, yeah, a helmet. Valkyries and Lords only with a -8. No, we got better. It's junk too. That's actually a decent helmet. We just have better. Alright, we've saved. Alright, we've saved. Let's try it. I'm sure the answer is no. Who did I give the key to? Who's got the key? Alright, Schneider! That's what I thought. Okay. keep our keys together. We spent a credit card to get in here. Didn't find a whole lot. Perhaps the key we found in there is important somewhere else? Oh my gosh. I think I hate this city already. Invisible walls are awful. I bet if I didn't have that banner, each and every one of those would have been an encounter I would have had to fight. We could try dropping our banner and see what happens. These guys live like this? Glass tubes everywhere? Oh. Well, how about that? I need a shop. I need to sell things. The storage facility appears to be vacant. Well, appearances can be deceiving. It's apparently got a two-headed tiger in it. Is he the pet of the owner? Alright, guys. You got him. A metal box-like machine stands quietly in the back of the room, appearing abandoned and forgotten. Power cell dispensary. There's a thin slot underneath the sign and a square orifice at the bottom. Okay. Do I need this? I've only got one credit card left. I'm afraid to spend it. What if I need it somewhere else? I don't know. Power cell dispensary. I got the credit cards in the, around the ocean. There was a spot that I got off and wandered around the woods a bit. And, that's the, it was a random drop from enemies. Power cell. Sounds like ammo to me. Crap. They have too many resistances and immunities, like the dragons. But I know this'll get them. Even if they manage to paralyze or insanity a few of us, this many nukes is guaranteed to knock their socks off in one round. So that's the troopers already. That's the rest of the troopers, except some of them randomly resisting, but what can you do? Paralysis. Alright, just enough to get them all. Well... Need to remember the power cells are being sold there. What the? No! The, the door shut behind me and it opened a new door. Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And then I can't just go step this way because invisible wall. I thought we were done with the fun house. But no. It turns out the fun house followed me here. This is actually the kind of thing I was expecting in the fun house. Like this kind of thing. Or something of this nature, you know. Instead, we got water slides and crazy stuff. Alright, we gotta get Bertha back on her feet. We can't just drag her around through this whole place, unmoving. Alright. Are the walls closing behind me? Oh, this place is ass. Oh my gosh. Who was like, you know what players love? Invisible walls. Oh, the players just can't get enough of those. Oh, man. Really? That door just leads to two walls. Oh shit, they're gonna fight me. I thought you guys weren't attacking me here. Alright, well, I know psychic attacks work on them. So we'll throw in a couple of those. I'm not sure how dangerous runners are, so... Okay, they're weak. They're super weak. Okay. Okay, runner is low end. This is terrible. Oh my gosh, this place is terrible. Wait a minute, do you think a power cell can open one of those cages with the items in them? Oh. Seems unlikely. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Most of the encounters are nothing, but the Dark Savant is dangerous. These Gotta be a spaceship out here somewhere. I am thoroughly perplexed. There's a door I can... A lot of this stuff is like one way. I hate these invisible walls. They're so bad. Oh, these walls are so bad. Where are we now? Oh crap, oh crap, this is the most dangerous encounter we've seen in this place. Well, crud, this is the last of our fire magic for some of our characters. That's bad. That's very bad. Well, we'll make do one way or another. But yeah, the amount of danger these guys represent is not commiserate with the XP rewards. But they might have an interesting drop, though we haven't seen yet. Perhaps they drop the... Oh crap, Mind Flay. Oh crap. No insanity somehow! Why'd I hit Firestorm when I meant Nuke? That's not good. Now they're still alive when they weren't supposed to be. And they're in 3 groups. Alright. Make sure that those are disposed of. Make absolutely sure that these are disposed of. We can ignore the trooper. He can paralyze, which is bad, but that's about all he can do. Okay, 1 down. 2 down. The controllers. That Firestorm is still active. Alright, 1 controller, 1 trooper left. Okay, you 2 should be enough. And just dogpile the controller. 1 guy's enough for the trooper. Let's see, who's paralyzed? Schneider. you are awfully close to dying. Alright, we need to heal up, or we're going to seriously regret everything. I really wish that the heal everybody spell was actually good. I really do. Alright, that's probably good enough for now. I cannot find my way. Yeah, I think I hate this place. Oh, have we gotten back somehow? Where are we exactly? No, this is just some corner. This is horrible. I'm trapped, and I can't figure out how to get out. A maze where you can't see the walls is just stupid. See, I could go forward, and then I'm not able to go back. The walls are closing behind me sometimes, which is incredibly unfair. I might actually prefer being in the fogs and not being able to see anything. Okay. Yeah. Combining invisible walls with one-way doors is just pure bullshit. Oh no. Alright, you know what? Savant Troopers aren't so bad. A couple of these should make sure that they go down. As for these guys up top, they can get the same sort of treatment. This should work, I think. Because the acid tends to work very well on these guys. Other things are kind of hit and miss, but... and they're just not doing enough damage. Oh, great. Are these guys casting Blink? Throw one more at them. That should finish those guys off. The party looks like they've been hit by a couple of MP reducing chests, even though they haven't. Come on, guys, just... No. I want you to take those out. Come on, you guys can finish them off. Yes! Good level up. Oh, really? No stats at all. Okay. Sane Blast yourself. Before you lies a stately, aired courtyard. Positioned around it are a number of guardians, silent and unmoving. In the center stands a little Amazonian figure of great decor. An ornate plume of feathers upon her head, a scarlet cape whispering in the wind behind. Oh? Well, I didn't find my way back to where I was, but I found my way into something? This might be a boss fight or a puzzle or something, but I think I have to come in through a different door. Ooh, 73 XP. Okay. Entering the courtyard, you face the noble Valkyrie. I have a noble Valkyrie. She's right here. Welcome, strangers, to think the ancient city of Hadriex, city of the sky, capital and bastion of our world, home of the Halizoid Legion, defenders of the Hadriex. We are the guardians of the secrets of our ancestors. Our duty is to protect the charges entrusted to us by the Great Maker. blessed be his name, sworn to defend until the day our forefathers return for us, when we shall fly into the heavens to join them forevermore. And at long last our wait is soon to end, for the stars have aligned and the signs are clear. The time of the prophecy draws nigh. Are you like a clone race? Though we are sworn not to assist those who would complete the great test, we can offer you sanctuary while you are here. Others, like yourself, have already come. And while we do not know whom the fate shall choose, we are duty-bound not to interfere with the divine plan. I, Kelly, Dame Queen of the Hazalord, hail you, brave crusaders. Let destiny prevail. Can we trade? I want to buy things. Oh, you sell credit cards, and they're cheap. And what the hell is that? Stat boosting items. You sell them. Okay, first things first. I have items to unload. I do not need this. Oh, that wasn't worth much. What else do I definitely not need? I'm not sure. I probably don't need the signet ring anymore. Happy to sell all sorts of... Wow, petrification cures aren't worth much on the market, huh? Are you just giving me really rotten deals for everything? You might just be giving me crappy deals. I bet the Ankh of Healing also gives me a stat boost if I eat it. I'm going to have to consider all the options quite a bit. I swear she's just giving me trash prices for everything. I have to figure out what a lot of these things are. I probably should depart with a... But I don't want to give up the blunderbuss. It's like my last memento of my time among the Rhino people. Oh, that Crusader helm was definitely worth more than 62. You are ripping me off. Definitely ripping me off. Alright, I think I have to hold on to pretty much everything else. I have 163,000 GP. Well, the credits will grant you passage into the hall, the final legacy of our ancestors. I can also buy something with it. Youth. If you get too old, use that Cloak of Fortune. I definitely need to figure out what all this does and purchase carefully. Then again, none of it's all that expensive, to be honest. It's all really inexpensive. Huh. Sanctity? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll take your whole set. PK Crystal. Is that something that can only be bought by a psychic? Let's see if a monk qualifies for it. No? I think it's a special item I'd only be allowed to use if I was a psychic. Can't help it. I do. I definitely have that one. Oh, I have that one too, that's correct. Uh-huh. That one too. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. Psychic only, yeah, okay. I think all the onks are stat boosts. What do we want to ask her? God, wanted to get up here and talk to them forever, but now that I'm here, do I even have a question for you? No, I don't know anything about the crypt. Only the fates may decide. Okay, well. What do you think of your own people? Wait here for their turn. Will they take us to the heavens to live forevermore? We're protectors of their secrets, keepers of the Hall of Preservation. Hall of Preservation, the safeguard legacy of our forefathers. It's our charge to protect and defend their secrets until the coming of the Crusaders and the prophecy is fulfilled. I can't really figure out how a text parser would. Kind of want to ask what the keys are. Actually, let's ask about. I got so many notes. But none of them seem relevant anymore. Let's see. City in the Sky, Dame Kiwi, we met you. No, you don't know about her. Tell me about the Dark Savant. I don't know what I was expecting. I just know that there's important questions I could ask, but I don't know what they are. Can you give me a hint at least for your stupid glass maze? So, a Cloak of Fortune, usable by anyone, -2 AC. I need to be less of a cheapskate for this. This is a high-class item. Special powers! Yeah, look at all this great stuff. These are stat boosts. But I need to wait for people to achieve 18 in a stat before I feed it to them. Currently, our samurai could boost his speed for more attacks. Our Lord could boost strength and piety. Oh, he could do a bunch of things. Oh, the Hazeloid banner? Yeah, I was wondering about that. Where'd she go? Halls of the Crusaders. You face a familiar figure. Okay. Yeah. I could also give you a jeweled cushion. The banner would not have been granted you without some achievement of valor and courage. While I'm bound not to assist those who seek the great test, still I can award a boon for thy kindred deeds. Take the pendant from my neck. It should benefit you as it has for us. Okay, cool. I'll just pick up a couple more of these. Oh, well. Schneider, you're up. Continue buying stat-boosting items. I'm going to have to use some of them. I could definitely buy more. And I probably should. What else is money for? You can eat speed and dex. You do make a lot of attacks. I've got to figure out what so many of these things do. $19. What does having dex above 18 do anyway? Oh well, he's up to 20. Oh, it did not go past 20. 20 is the cap. Okay. Understood. 20 is the absolute limit. Alright. I'll figure out what all these things do before the next stream. Okay, another potential stat boosting thingy. Well. We should have another. There's an Ankh of Speed. Yes. Alright, we're going to see whether or not his stats go down when he levels up, which is going to be pretty soon, actually. Hopefully his stats do not go down. I could also do Piety and Strength on Schneider. Vitality could go to you. And intelligence. As we get our characters leveled up, I'll try to buy more of these. I've got wads of cash, but limited carry capacity. Standing is a statue, more ominous than before. The stone looks fresh, as if it were carved only yesterday, although a thick layer of rust around its base suggests it's been here for a long time. Gazing at the face, you detect no expression, and its eyes are dull and empty. Striking off the rust underneath, you see it's engraved with the first test. As if by magic, a voice booms out of the mouth of the statue. Hey, how's it going? I have a lot of titles. But only one may you speak. It's Funzang. Did I spell that right, or is it spelled weirdly? Hold on. I have written it down somewhere. Oh, goodness only knows where it is. There it is, yes. Funzang. Yep, okay. The eyes of the statue soften slightly, then glow in a familiar radiance, so the figure returns, its eyes twinkling once more. We're gonna play riddles, huh? Yes. It appears more doubtful. Okay. Alright, what's the second riddle? Statue or number of buttons, each inscribed with a rune. Star-crossed. Oh, there's no lovers. Alright, let me see. Mind a man, a language all its own. Mind live in meanings and symbols comprised of transient glimpses which signify its inferior understanding. Crystal orbs of old mystics, piercing the unknown to channel hidden knowledge. Likewise, the mind makes the crystal its symbols. Dragon, obelisk. Moon, island. Moon and island weren't there. Which is marked by the sign of the cross. Nether for night. Behind death, so that's skull. Star for astral. Egg. Alright, I'm gonna have to write this out. And I'm not even sure if that'll be enough to figure this out. Dragon. Obelisk. Moon. Island or cross. Nether. Skull. Star. Egg. All right. All right, armed with this gibberish, let's see if we can make anything of it. All right, let's see. Dragon. Easy. Obelisk. Gate. Moon. 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 The island is the cross. The nether's the skull. Then the star. And finally, egg. The wand. The wand would have to be the egg. So I can say that's the wand. Now there's the skull. The eye's the cross. The question is, what is obelisk and what is moon? What would obelisk and moon be? Obelisk and moon. I know what they're not. But we're left with gate, pyramid, serpent, and map. And none of those sound like an obelisk. Gate's the best, I think, of those options. Obelisk, obelisk. Were there any obelisks in the game? They refer to the mountains as towers with a serpent, but that's all I can think of. None of these sound like moon. None of these sound like obelisk to me. I'm not seeing a connection. These four I get. Five. There are 5 of them that I get perfectly. And 4 of them which don't add up to anything. You know what? We've got enough of this figured out that we can brute force it. We have enough of this that we can brute force it. All right. Dragon. But maybe we should look this over one more time. We also have this legend map that doesn't really tell us anything. This one is done. I can put this map with the done pile. Still don't know what the dragon one means exactly. That one's a mystery. Alright, the mind of man. Meanings and symbols, comprised of transient glimpses, is likened unto the crystal orbs of mystics, piercing the veils of the unknown as a channel for hidden knowledge. Makes crystal its symbols that may be wrested forth from the receptions of man. D is for dragon. And obelisk for O, that which should follow. That which should follow? That which should follow a dragon? Serpent? It's a stretch. Moon stands for M. What does that mean? Island is marked with a sign of the cross. Okay, we got that one. Nether behind death, that would be the skull. Star, astral, we got a star. Egg would be the wand. The wand is connected to the egg in this game. Obelisk and moon don't mean anything to me in this game. Obelisk and moon mean nothing to me in this game. I don't remember a single obelisk. Unless I've just forgotten something important. Am I missing a clue? She won't give me any help on the quest, so there's no use going back to ask the Valkyrie. Gate, pyramid, serpent, map. Obelisks. There were 2 obelisks on the Crypt Island. Maybe that's what they are? That you could go inside? What if I'm barking up completely the wrong tree? There's got to be something I'm missing. I just don't know what it is, but I must be missing a clue. If not, we can come back and brute force this later. If I don't find anything. I mean, the moon is floating around all game. Well, I've got lots of credit cards now. I can buy lots of those power packs. If I can ever make it through the maze again. I think what I'm going to do is we'll end it for here. Tomorrow is Birthright! And then somehow before that, the day after that, I will explore the rest of the caves, shake them down, look for anything. I'll recharge my MP, and I'll spend the rest of my money on stat boosting items and see how many I can squirrel away or maybe eat a couple more. I'm a little reluctant to push my guys up to 20 because I'm worried their stats are going to fall when they level. But, you know, we'll just have to see what happens. I think Drow Bard in particular needs the Ones of Youth. But I'd prefer if his Vitality could get to 18 first, because I bet they're a Vitality boost. And then I've got a bunch of equipment. I have to go over all the equipment that I've got. All of these weird accessories and figure out, like, what they do to my stats and what I can do with them. That's a lot of stuff to go over and think about. That's a lot of stuff to go over and think about. I'm curious to know what bringing the stats up to 20 does. Oh man, we got great loot. We're still not perfect, but this sword has upped our DPS quite a bit. We got some nice armor, some nice stat boosts, and a bunch of gear I have to consider. We made out like bandits today. Yeah. Not satisfied with that whip yet. But if I pick up the arrows, he can use the bow. So, there's always that. Alright, anyway. Until next time and every time. Oh, you know what I need to do? I think it's called... Was it DBS or DBZ? One of the two. Anyway, till next time, every time, this is Hadriex signing off, and good night. Bye.